The Xiaomi 15T Pro is one of those phones that blurs the lines between mid-range and flagship. The price is definitely more mid-range, being currently available, for example, on AliExpress for around 550 euros, which is almost a third of what the iPhone 17 Pro Max costs. So how do the cameras compare? If you enjoy deep dive comparisons like this, consider subscribing, and let's start here with the ultra-wide lenses. Just for your information, I stuck to the default vibrant mode on the Xiaomi, but I have included a set of shots using the authentic style as well, just to give you an idea how they compare. Unsurprisingly, the Xiaomi is also more vibrant here compared to the iPhone. The field of view is visibly wider on the 17 Pro Max. When we move to the main lens, the iPhone gets more vivid, but the Xiaomi actually drops its vibrancy a bit, with both getting quite close in the look. Both dial it back a bit further when we go for the 2x shot. Next are the telephoto lenses. While Apple's new one sits at 4x, the Xiaomi 15T Pro also has a new telephoto lens at 5x. Seriously, neither clearly outperforms the other. The 8x is what Apple calls an optical lens level zoom. We will check out what the Xiaomi has to offer against it, and overall we get the sharper image from the Xiaomi. It's close to over sharpening, to be honest, but definitely not looking worse than the iPhone shot. 40x is a maximum the new iPhone can go, up from 25x on the 16 Pro Max, and we get a sharper image from the Xiaomi again. The AI is definitely trying its best to improve the image, but just judging the output, the 15 Pro is superior. And by the way, we can get even closer with the 15T Pro up to 100x, giving us a good enough shot to read the text comfortably. As mentioned before, now we will take a look at the authentic mode, and after this, I will give you both styles side by side. This shot is definitely still more vibrant than what the 17 Pro Max gives us here. Going to the main lens gives us a warmer shot on the 15T Pro, which gets reversed when going to 2x. The tele lens of the 15T Pro is now much brighter. The further zoomed in shots are actually looking worse from the Xiaomi now, which shouldn't be because of the photo style. Either way, here are both styles side by side, and the name is the game. We obviously have a more vibrant shot on the left, while the authentic shot is too bright, especially down the pedestrian walk. Both alter the look when we switch to the main lens, but it is more pronounced with the authentic style, where we get a much warmer image. The 2x shots aren't far apart, to be honest. The authentic shot is overall cooler and looks a bit flatter, since the colors pop more with a vibrant shot. This gets even more evident as we use the tele lenses, where the colors look almost dull in comparison with the authentic style. Going for 8x, now the authentic style gets a bit more vibrant too, and is probably looking more true to life. From here on, I will stick to the vibrant style. On this shot, we get a brighter shot from the Xiaomi, but also a less detailed one. The same holds true when using the main lens, while both 2x shots are rather close to each other, with the 15T Pro remaining slightly brighter. With the tele lenses in action now, I slightly prefer the Xiaomi, to be honest. At 8x we can see that the 15T Pro sharpens the image again, but it is still at a tolerable level, and I would again just put it ahead of the 17 Pro Max. We can scratch out the slightly when we're going to the iPhone's maximum zoom. This is a clear win for the Xiaomi, better contrast and more details, although it is sharpening the image more aggressively. And max zoom of 100x is also getting quite noisy and blurry, but it still gives us more details than the iPhone's 40x shot. Greens and reds are always popping the most, as seen on the right side of the Xiaomi. The sky is also in a brighter tone. The iPhone's image gets even darker with the main lens, giving us a significantly different looking shot from both here. While the iPhone stays this way at 2x, the Xiaomi also darkens its output now, moving in the direction of what the 17 Pro Max offers. Finally, arriving at the telelenses, there isn't much to separate them anymore in terms of look, except for a slightly brighter shot, but the Xiaomi is a bit more detailed overall. The stronger brightness remains a factor at 8x for the Xiaomi, but it also has a noisier shot here. At 40x we get a better looking shot from it, with the iPhone being softer and the Xiaomi offering a richer contrast with some over-sharpening. And here's another example of how far we can zoom in on the Xiaomi 15T Pro. Let's zoom in on the white board here. It is again especially the greens and reds that pop here the most on the Xiaomi, making it stand out more, but I would call both shots satisfying. While we get quite close shots regarding the colors with the main lenses, the iPhone has way too much noise in the image. The Xiaomi easily wins this round here with more clarity and detail. The iPhone pulls slightly ahead with the 2x and the telelenses aren't far off from each other, except that the Xiaomi is now again more vibrant than before. The iPhone gets the 8x shot this time around, and the 40x shot looks once more much more natural on the iPhone, while the Xiaomi tries its best to make it look better. We can see that AI is being used here again to get the best out of the picture, especially failing at the text. I took multiple shots at 100x here, and here are two examples. One's a normal one, which is actually quite decent for the distance, and one's an AI enhanced, which still lets you decipher the text more or less, but that's definitely not improving the readability. As we go from the ultra wide to the main lens here, the Xiaomi is brightening the image significantly, sacrificing quite some vibrancy in the colors in the process. The 2x shot looks generally quite close, with the iPhone now being a bit more vivid when it comes to the leaves of the tree. We get good shots from both telelenses, and at 8x the Xiaomi is slightly preferable for me. The 40x zoom gives us good readability here from both, but the Xiaomi is sharper overall and still gives us a 100x option on top, where we don't get any AI disturbance this time. Now for selfies, both with the default setting. The Xiaomi gives us the wider field of view. The picture is also quite a bit more vibrant from the 15T Pro, with the colors being more accurate from the iPhone. Both give us the option to zoom out even further, where the 17 Pro Max has a wider field of view, which is great for group selfies or if you just want to get more of the scenery in the shot. Quality wise, both selfies are equally good. The colors remain the big differentiator. While using the portrait mode with the front-facing cameras, we can't change the focal length and are stuck to these options here, where the Xiaomi is giving us the wider field of view. The iPhone is brighter here and the colors are again closer to reality, with the Xiaomi giving us more saturated colors. But it is still a decent shot, with both doing a good job with edge detection. Now with the sun behind me, both perform pretty much the same. Before we dive into portraits, if you are enjoying these detailed camera shootouts, I would really appreciate a subscribe. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and every single one of you getting us there is a huge win for the channel. Now let's take a look at the portrait mode with the rear cameras. The Xiaomi has two distinguishable styles here. Starting with a master portrait, the aperture was set to auto on both and we got pretty much the same level of background blur. The Xiaomi is overall brighter. At 2x, both are rather close in quality and brightness, with the colors also not being far off. The bokeh is now a bit stronger from the iPhone, while the Xiaomi is a bit more careful when it comes to separating my hair from the background. We can see the same again now with the telelenses. The Xiaomi is more vibrant and the iPhone is closer to the truth. The Xiaomi also once again tries to keep every hair in focus, while the 17 Pro Max blurs some out. Now the same again with the Leica portrait style. While I would still call the iPhone more true to life, the Xiaomi gets closer now with a less vivid look than with the Master Portrait. Generally, I am really impressed by how carefully the 15T Pro is with the edge detection, trying to keep all of my hairs in focus and also not failing to blur the things directly next to my head like this pole, something I have seen other phones fail to do already. Now I'm using the front-facing camera, shooting in 4K with 30 frames per second, and we can see a difference in the colors, which are warmer on the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and the picture also looks overall a little bit softer here, while the image is sharpened on the Xiaomi 15T Pro. Overall also the picture here is brighter, the contrast is richer, all of course just judging by what I can see on the screen here myself. Look at this here now, the scenery with the sun being behind my head. The iPhone is doing a better job at exposing the sky, which is completely overblown on the Xiaomi 15T Pro. It's one time turn around here. Now with the sky and the sea behind me. Look at the sky. It looks a little bit oversaturated. The blue on the iPhone, to be honest, looks a little bit closer to reality here on the Xiaomi. Once again, if the sun is behind us, the Xiaomi has quite some issues to keep the sky exposed properly. And while the sky looks a little bit better, closer to the reality on the Xiaomi, overall the colors are more accurate on the iPhone 17 Pro Max. I'm now shooting in 4K 30 frames per second, and I am using the ultra wide lenses right now. And we can see that the iPhone is giving us the wider field of view with the ultra wide lens. Let's get up the stairs. First of all, go to the main lenses here now. The iPhone is a bit brighter here overall. Looking at this now. And while we are here, let's want to check out how well they zoom while we film. Starting with the Xiaomi 15T Pro. Go back to the ultra wide. 1x, 2x, 5x as on-screen options, and 15x digitally. See the transitioning between the lenses. This looks fine. So now the same for the iPhone. Going to the ultra wide. 1, 2, 4, and 8 on-screen options, and 24 as the maximum zoom. So transition 2x, ultra wide, 2, 4, 1, ultra wide, 4, 8. Time for low light shots. The Xiaomi's ultra wide shot is a lot brighter, but the colors are off here, looking too yellowish overall. This is something that gets fixed with the main lens, where both take a good shot. The 2x looks worse from the 17 Pro Max, and both generally fail to capture what that star actually shows, even with the tele lens, with it being the new police headquarters here. Let's take a look at the authentic mode. It also gives us a brighter ultrawide shot in comparison here, but the yellowish tint seems to have been dialed down. Both again with good main lens shots, with the iPhone demonstrating its biggest weakness when it comes to low light shots, the lens flare issue. The 2x from the 17 Pro Max is again totally off and the picture has an awful lot of lens flare now, but we are here the closest to almost see what the star symbol up there actually shows. With the tele lens, the Xiaomi's colors are truer to life. Let's put both styles next to each other now. The brightness is actually close, except the authentic style completely blowing out the lights on the sign. The colors are way more accurate though, since the vibrant style has a yellowish layer. We can't actually compare the color and brightness on the road here, since a car is illuminating the road on the vibrant style, but the building looks good from both, with the right shot being more realistic. The 2x and 5x shots aren't that far off though. Will stick to the vibrant style now again, and I can already hear some of you complaining, but that's just the default setting. Interestingly, it's the iPhone now with a brighter shot and a much bluer sky. This is still the case while using the main lens, and the 2x shot of the iPhone actually captures more details. Xiaomi's tele lens is giving us a brighter output now, but the picture is also noisier. The same is true at 8x, but seriously, the 17 Pro Max looks more natural, since it's obvious that the Xiaomi tries to make the text look better with AI and kind of messing it up in the process. Now it's again the Xiaomi with a brighter output as we zoom in on the roof of this unknown food chain. The main lens shot from the 15T Pro looks clearly better for the way it handles all the lit signs here. The 2x shot is also brighter from it, and I still prefer the handling of the signs here. This doesn't change with the tele lens, and at 8x you can even decipher the text here on the menu board, while it is all gibberish on the iPhone. Let's zoom in all the way on the iPhone. While you wouldn't hang either phone on your wall, the iPhone gives us the clearly worse shot with less details and way more noise. And while it's been so much fun, now it's again the iPhone's turn to have the brighter ultra-wide shot. And the Xiaomi has again a weird layer on it, this time being a bit greenish. This is not a big factor with the main lens anymore, but the 17 Pro Max remains brighter. The iPhone's 2x shot is now also more detailed, while the tele lens of the Xiaomi can't surpass the iPhone here either. At 8x, the Xiaomi is sharper, but it doesn't make it better here, since the iPhone gives us a less noisy and more natural looking shot. Time for low-light selfies, and these are really different. The iPhone is obviously brighter and capturing more details due to this. You can't make out the color of my shirt on the Xiaomi, for example, where everything is simply too dark. Using the wider option on both and having moved around a bit, we get a better shot from both actually. The iPhone is now giving us a really good selfie, while the Xiaomi is still a little bit too dark. Activating the portrait mode on the front-facing cameras, and neither shot is great, with the iPhone having significantly more noise in the shot. It also struggles here with separating me from the truck properly. The Xiaomi is generally doing a better job again with edge detection and is overall also more detailed when it comes to my face. Rear camera portraits now, starting with a more vibrant looking master portrait mode. While the iPhone is more color accurate, it is also giving us more noise in the sky. The colors are warmer from the Xiaomi, and the iPhone is slightly more detailed on the face at 2x. The tele lens easily goes to the 15T Pro though, since the iPhone gives us quite a blurry shot and the colors aren't far off anymore either. Now for the Leica portrait style. While I would call the iPhone still more true to life, the Xiaomi got dialed down a bit, while the iPhone still has a lot of noise in the sky. This gets a bit better at 2x, and while the colors are still too warm from the 15T Pro, neither shot is impressing with clarity. The telelens is again where the Xiaomi takes the clear lead, giving us the better shot in every way. I'm now filming in 4K 30 frames per second using both front-facing cameras. The Xiaomi 15T Pro seems to be brighter from what I can see here, and the colors are different as well here, with the 17 Pro Max being warmer. And when I look around here, what I can see with my naked eye, the iPhone is actually more accurate. The Xiaomi seems to be like filtering out the yellowish light here a bit. Colors are colder on the Xiaomi, so accuracy seems to be better on the iPhone. Quality wise, there is not really a huge difference visible here when I look at the screens. And when it comes to the color accuracy, the iPhone is doing a better job, and brightness overall is also not that much different. I'm shooting now in 4K with 24 frames per second, since I'm using the night video mode of the Xiaomi 15T Pro, where I can't change the frame settings. I also use the same frame settings on the iPhone, but it is just a normal video mode, since we don't have a night video mode here. The picture looks a little bit brighter also on the Xiaomi, but not by a big margin. Otherwise, there's not really much to say here. The colors are not that far off. So one time flip around and see how the video night mode have an effect on me. Of course I can't see you now, but just judge it yourself now. Does the Xiaomi 15 Pro night video mode do a good job or not? The iPhone 17 Pro Max currently costs almost 3 times as much as the Xiaomi 15T Pro. Is this reflected in the camera performance? Not at all. The Xiaomi just doesn't hold its own, but can better the iPhone in some areas, which include zooming and edge detection for portraits, for example. Both picture styles are too vibrant though, so the iPhone is more color accurate and also less aggressive in the processing, which leads to noisier shots at times. And even the video performance is really good from the 15T Pro. The Xiaomi 15T Pro is actually currently on sale on AliExpress. I will leave the link below with a code where you can save even more money, and I could earn a little commission, which would help out my channel. Speaking about helping out my channel, if you want to keep up with all the latest camera battles and tech reviews and help me smash that 5,000 subscribers goal by New Year, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss the next camera comparison coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.